Start with Air Fortress. Sim City. Orb 3D. You are approaching the first Air Fortress. It really does look a lot like ESA.
I didn't play ESA, so... Is it good?
Yeah, it's great. I did an LP of it. It's a platformer, though. But this character has the same orange suit as that dude.
Oh yeah, it does look a little similar. I think I saw a few seconds of it. So how does this game work? It's basically a shmup?
It is. There's letters.
Do they do anything?
Probably. I didn't play through these challenge packs that were sent in to me very much. I just made sure they worked. I'm blind on them. I thought that would be fun. We'll see if that works out, though. I might need to test them myself.
It'll work until it doesn't work, and then you need to test them.
It'll work until it doesn't work, and then it'll be the same place that I'm usually in anyway.
Right.
Because I'm not going to say I haven't screwed up myself very much here. So they did beat James Bond.
Well, the worst that can happen in any situation is 20 minutes. Okay, looks like Paranoia and Shield have reached a thing. They are in the Air Fortress.
I'm going to fix Paranoia's screen a little bit. There we go.
Oh, your shots have like a burst effect. Nice.
This, from shmup to platformer thing, just like that one game with the frog.
Frog.
And the tank.
Frog in the tank. Oh, Blaster Master.
Yeah, that's it.
Thought you were talking about Guardian Legend.
That too. The other game I can't remember.
Right. That game was alright. It had some, like, kind of rough parts. Novel idea, though.
This game looks like gravity doesn't exist. And you get...
No, it seems like jumping is really easy. Also seems like you can hide in the elevators. That's kind of neat. Its Paranoia avoided some damage by just staying in the elevator an extra second. Oh my. Maniacal Gamer also at this eyeball obstacle here. And Shield. But Lance seems to be about one room behind. Paranoia and Maniacal Gamer have destroyed a giant pulsating thing and gotten into their ship. Is that the gameplay loop? Get into your ship, land, blow up a thing, get into your ship?
Maybe. What do you think, Rhybon?
I can shed a little bit of light on this game.
Oh, nice.
So, generally, You're correct. The gameplay loop is you start off in a shmup section. Though you're very fragile, any type of hit at this point will kill you one shot. You're gathering E and B. The E is energy, which, as you see, for people currently in the fortress, is constantly draining, especially whenever they try to use their jetpack, for example, to move up and down. You run out of E, you're done.
I see.
The B is a special type of shot that does additional damage compared to the regular shot that they normally have.
Okay, so there's some strategy here. You need to collect E because you're going to need it for the non-shmup section.
Yep, and it does. You have lives out here in the shmup section, but if you go into the fortress, you don't have lives anymore, and you have to start all the way back at the beginning of the shmup section. So it's very important for the people racing right here to be very careful and not get cocky, because they could lose a lot of time.
This game kind of reminds me of Xerxes on the NES. It's very close to this, actually. It's this similar gameplay loop between shmups and platforming.
What normally gets me in the shmup section right here is that all of the yellow meteor things, I always thought they were in the background, but they're not. They'll kill you.
Shoutouts to Xerxes.
Why is it called an air fortress when it's in space, where there is no air?
You have to ask Hal for that. So the game is nice enough that if you do fail on a fortress, you don't have to redo the previous fortress. So Paranoia is starting back over again on fortress number 2.
But while I have you here, never got your commentary on James Bond out to the crowd. What do you got to say about that one?
I was very fortunate to stop playing like an idiot at the very end and not die on that boss and lose my last life, because otherwise there would have been no chance for me to actually finish the challenge. And I really hate that first pit. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't pay $50 for it.
That's only half the stage. That boss. All the bosses in that game that I've seen, you kind of just sit from somewhere safe and shoot them to death.
Did you have a limit on your ammunition in that game?
Something happens where he just stops shooting for a while, but he's got bullets. He like reloads, I guess. I don't know.
What were all the things the enemies were dropping that if you didn't pick up explode?
Grenades. They don't do anything. The only thing that matters.
We had grenades.
Yeah, the only thing that matters, as far as I can tell, is hostage count and bombs to exit the stage. And you didn't have to worry about the ladder. Lots of pink spikes in this level.
Yep, so touching them will really hurt. And of course, when you shoot and you're flying, you'll get pushed in the opposite direction, kind of like how Shai just did.
Low gravity.
Yep. At this point, Maniacal Gamer's in trouble. He entered the fortress with only 300 energy. That's probably not going to be enough.
Looks like it fills back up. A little
It does. There are some of these little... Well, you'll see a spike that looks a little different. It pulls you down via gravity toward the spike, but while you're being pulled down, for some reason it refills your energy. Also, anytime you enter an elevator, you get a little bit of energy back.
I know that's always true for me. I really like elevators.
The music is fantastic.
Maniacal's trying to recharge.
I'm not sure if he can go much further above what he entered the fortress. Oh, and also, of course, if you take a hit, you lose energy as well.
Yeah, everyone else is at like 1,000 and he's sitting on 250.
Well, you can't be too timid during the shmup section. But he'll probably find that out.
There's he. He doesn't want it.
He may regret that. Everyone else, though, is doing pretty good. Their energy is quite high.
Alright.
Nope, not looking good from Maniacal right here.
It's a big place.
This second fortress is quite a bit larger than the previous one.
Why is Hal Bellman blowing up these fortresses?
I didn't really get much on the lore.
Oh my god, there's so many projectiles. He's doing a good job weaving. Powerful move.
He may actually do this.
Paranoia and Maniacal are tied up here. And Varant too, all three players synced up real close. Shide's getting crushed at the moment. Literally.
That will not kill him, but it will do quite a bit of damage.
The crushing rooms. Maniacal and Shide are in the same place now. Paranoia is a little slower there. I'm not used to a couple of seconds mattering much in mystery races. Once in a while it happens though. Right now they're synced up so well. We usually have at least a 30-second gap between first and second across the 3 games. But sometimes I have to check the tapes. And this is already starting out to be one of those races. I mean, that power up with the shots really helps a lot.
Oh, there goes Maniacal.
Oh, jeez. Shide as well.
Unfortunately, that's going to set them both back about 7 minutes. They were pretty close to the end, however. Also, this guy's a jerk.
It's a bad place to die.
It is, and both of the remaining players are actually quite low in energy as well. This red guy, if he touches you, will take 100 energy away. Oh, looks like we're going to have our first winner here.
Paranoia bailed out. Shide did too. Will anyone clear this? SimCity begins. How's Varant doing?
Varant had cleared for the most part. He just needs to find his escape.
Is there alternate paths here?
There are 2 tubes in this room. The right one took him to the boss, and the left one will take him to it.
Well, looks like it. Somebody finished this. That puts Varant way in the lead. 5 minutes up. Everyone else took a death. SimCity. How do you begin? You shouldn't give them too many hints on actually playing this. You should be vague.
So, generally, you need a decently balanced city. You need places for people to actually live, because population is what you actually care about here. But of course, you need to build stuff that will also attract people to your particular city. And you can also set up particular policies and settings in the game, which you can see Shai doing right now, that will make this quicker. And it's important here to, you're not playing for the long game. It doesn't matter if your city's pretty. You don't have to be sustainable here. It's okay.
Looks like the game's pretty good about telling you what you want.
Yep. So you see in the top right the RCI meter. That's generally residential, commercial, and industrial. And the higher it is above, that means more demand for that particular type of zone.
Nautical Gamer is not giving up on this game, and if he can actually finish Air Fortress, he'd be in second place. Does he have enough time?
He might. He has better energy this time, too.
He really needs to get moving. He needs to stop fighting things. Honestly, let's just go. That's what I would be doing if I had 2 minutes left. Do something.
He's got about 3.5.
Yep. This clock started when he started this game. This is the second fortress, but it's quite a long one. I remember them being here a while ago doing this and talking about how little energy his count was. Everyone's
so right now
some wildly different cities here.
Indeed. And right now we have Paranoia in the lead with 40 people in it. Only 14,960 to go. There's a lot of power lines over there on Shai's.
Is this the whole view? Is there anything else to this game than this menu and this screen?
There are... This is pretty much it.
As I see. No flair anyway.
No flair. I mean, there's disasters, monster invasion, alien invasion, stuff like that. But that probably won't happen until you get to a much larger population size.
Very simple city builder.
Yep. I would say, however, they probably could do a bit better with their road placement. People don't really want to live where they can't drive. People don't want to live next to factories, for example. So you may not want to put your residential right next to industrial. But for the most part, they should be okay. I like the way that Vorant has set this up. Can't wait to move in right next to a coal plant.
I mean, hey, that's my hometown. I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yep, he's building in Pittsburgh.
You build the moneymaker first, and the cities come in second. That's how that town ends up being the way it is. I'm familiar with this. Oh, he's got a space that he doesn't like, but he just gotta accept that that's just gonna be. Oh, it does have little cutscene images, at least.
Yep. So as your town grows and hit milestones for population, then you will get a cutscene for that. Additionally, you'll also get other stuff unlocked. For example, like a mayor's house was just unlocked for Paranoia. And additionally, there'll be other stuff like casinos and so forth that will be unlocked. Unfortunately for Maniacal, I think he's about to time.
Well, not so much unfortunate. They're in the same place as everyone else. They're the only one in real time here, aside from Varanth, who is miles ahead. And 1,500 people live in there. Not too bad. Paranoia's got a pretty booming city, though. It's growing. It's working. Everyone likes this cube city.
This is actually a pretty common setup for SimCity. You don't normally want to make blocks like this.
Okay, and we're back.
Welcome back from disaster. Sounded like.
What did I miss?
The end of Air Fortress, only one player finished. A lot of players died right at the end.
Wow, really? Seemed like they were doing fine.
They
It's
couldn't
kind of
land the
surprising. I thought more than one would finish.
I mean, James Bond got finished by 3 people, and then everyone beat football. And Joe and Mac ended up being the hard game in the pack I gave you. So that kind of surprise happens. They can pick any settings they want. Does population grow faster on hard mode? I don't know
No. Hard mode just means that you have less money to start.
Right.
Easy mode is perfectly fine. But there are other settings
neat.
they can play with.
Kneecapping yourself at the starting line is a bold strategy.
Yep. For anyone who's actually playing in Smite's Mystery Tournament, if he doesn't specify the difficulty, go with easy.
Yeah, I mean, I normally just have them go on default. That's what I would say. And if I say hard, you better set it or I'm not counting your run. What I didn't hear was the, is that a balloon next to that disgusting clown face avatar and that helicopter? What are these icons? I see a Triceratops track.
Oh, well, they're different settings. So you know that Varanth just turned a particular setting up, in specifically the games. That's one of the settings you can play with right here, and you probably want to. Why play on normal speed when you can play on fast?
Yeah.
There's also other settings, like for example, you could turn your tax rate all the way to 0. That'll encourage people to.
We don't believe in taxes in our ridiculous fantasy city.
Looks like Paranoia is about to cross the 15K mark here.
50k pop is the goal. Players are doing pretty well with this. Everyone seems to be making progress, at least. Except for Maniacal, who's got no one lives there. No one has a place to be.
Yep, but he just started.
Paranoia is wrapped up at 9 minutes and 49 seconds, so the time now is 29:49, and Varanth, if they can get another 10k in there in the next 5 minutes, will still be in the lead. Everyone's moving out of Shide Town.
Yeah, Shai seems to be having some trouble. I'm not sure why. It's been more than a year, and he's only got 1,600 people.
Orb
3D. You gotta hit these bubbles in 3D.
So you've played it before, Smite.
This game. I've seen this game before. I have no idea what's happening in this game.
Taverns. To the hole.
I mean, it's kind of like Breakout, right?
I get the feeling that Michael doesn't like your game choice and doesn't know what to do here.
So I have to admit, I've never heard of this game before until yesterday.
I mean, that's fine. That's the case for me on a lot of these.
I just randomly picked it because I was looking for a third game. And I was able to do the challenge in about 15 minutes, never having heard of this game before. So I figured, hey, everyone else can do it in 10.
But you're tied for second in your group. You're an ace.
Me and 2 other people.
Oh, he's starting to get the bubbles. Let me take a look at your notes. In the Tapir pack. Transition your orb from background to foreground near a target to hit it. Clear them all. Get a striker spare, what?
You'll see when you get to stage 2. It takes a little while to get the timing down, but once you do, it's not too difficult. You're ultimately limited by your fuel over there on the.
I'm waiting for the first person to move in on Maniacal's screen. There's a zoo on Varance. That's gonna bring in the customers, man. Looks like a tram. This is great. What a great city.
I'm afraid that Maniacal has heavy thoughts.
What?
Did he build a power plant?
Maybe. Probably
He doesn't
not.
have money to anymore.
Well, that's what you get for starting on hard.
Did he?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you can sell this lumber, right?
No, in fact, it costs money to bulldoze.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's only $1. I'd buy that bargain, man. Come to my backyard and take care of these trees. $10. Buy me a whole thing. He's building a park. Would you move to a city with no power to have a nice park and stuff? I mean,
Is it a really nice park?
it's it looks like it's a block. There's a block of it, and that's next to a fire department that has no power.
What are the orbs doing in Orb 3D?
How do you make it go down?
How do you make it go anywhere?
So the orbs bounce back and forth, left to right, and if you do not interfere its exit to the stage with one of those like Pong pads, then you lose a shit ton of fuel. Pressing one button, I believe it's A, will make it transition from the foreground to the background or the background to the foreground. And that's what you need to do next to these bubbles to make it actually hit.
Fuel critical. Oh. There he is.
Off to Verns.
What?
So yeah, there is a gas station where you can go to refuel, but sometimes there's a monster in the way.
Damn, missed his eyeball.
One button will make it transition from foreground to background. The other one will take you to Verns, which you can't do anything here because they're all closed, and now they're.
Oh, oh, missed.
So these will close over time, but if you get in, you get a little bit of.
A little bit of fuel. Very small amount. To the hole. 2 bubbles left. Can you descend ahead of schedule and just graze into the bubble?
No, don't start on hard maniacal.
Yeah, who told him to do that? That's not my
I
fault.
don't know.
Let's see the notes here. Anything goes, including adjusting the speed. That's all you said. Anything goes means easy mode, please.
Yeah. I'm not specifying hard mode here.
Varanth's stuck at 10k pop. Shide's passing on game 2.
So here's stage 2 of Orb 3D. You have to knock down all the pins within 2 orbs.
Bleh.
Otherwise, they respawn.
Is that the second stage clear?
That is. And Paranoia should be done here.
Yep, they've finished 36-16.
He's done.
Paranoia is maybe in first. It depends on how well Varanth does this next part. It looks like SimCity has baffled the players, and Air Fortress for some reason managed to smoke them all, and I'm not sure why. Didn't catch exactly how they all died at once in the end of Air Fortress 2. They were doing alright. Varanth is losing population. Taking a pass on SimCity. Only one person can figure out SimCity. Doesn't look like it's much hope for Maniacal either here. Maniacal can't even get one pop. Can't get a single person to move in. You'd think somebody would do it, right? Somebody would want to live in this block of land.
It's gotta be some hippies.
Some rich guy who can just build his own house and have his own power supply, get solar panels installed on his roof. Somebody would do that. Somebody's got some wealth for that.
Some people want to live off the grid, right?
Everyone's on Orb 3D. Maniacal and Shide are at 40 minutes, so they're already in second place at best. Varanth is a couple minutes ahead of them, 35 minutes, which certainly guarantees Paranoia's first place.
So the real challenge of Orb 3D is that it controls a complete dog.
What? It's just Breakout. How do you control? I guess they sync up. Why are there 2 orbs?
Sometimes
Shide?
when you break an orb, a second orb appears for some unspecified reason.
It looks like they no longer have control over it at all because of the 2 orbs having gravity on each other.
So when you force the orb into the foreground or background, it reverses.
Oh.
So you can just keep on slamming that button and have it just bounce all over the freaking.
That doesn't seem like a good idea from what I'm seeing
It
here.
doesn't work great. But it doesn't use a lot of fuel either.
Out of fuel. Well, Paranoia locked in a pretty good time here for somebody who didn't finish one of the games. Probably a time you expected across the board here, right? I imagine about 35 minutes. But Air Force just really took a big chunk into the other 3 players.
Yeah, I didn't believe Air Fortress would be timeout for 3 characters, or for 3, or really SimCity would be timeout for 3 players.
The head thing is literally just a delay of game, isn't it?
Well, these guys do have a second race. They're doing a back-to-back thing here, which is fine with me. I actually need to start scheduling more here, and I feel like all the people who wanted to play really quickly happened. We had so many matches. I'm gonna count them here. We started taking matches on the 30th.
We'd say you're about halfway done with the group stage.
This is our 28th match happening next, and yeah. out of 30 something scheduled, 32 or so. And then as of Sunday, we don't have any more scheduled. Saturday we have 4. A big Saturday is always busy. But after that, the rest of the groups that are playing, they haven't scheduled any. They need to get on this. The calendar's going to be free open though, so they'll be able to choose any day they can. We get that last half done. I will definitely be half done by Saturday, because that's so many more games. Yeah, SGDQ is happening next week. That's the thing too, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if people are heading towards that or more interested in watching that than my races. I certainly agree with that. So next week will probably be a break for the most part. We'll see.
Got to cram in as many matches as you can.
If you want to be done in calendar year 2019 a little.
I mean,
Maybe you can do the grand final of the MagFest.
The way we're going, we'll probably be done in summer. But it is going to slow down. I'm sure it will. I'm sure we're not going to have too many more days where we do 4 in 1. Just because there's not that many groups left to go like that.
Shide is almost done with stage 1.
Stage 1 seems like the long part of this. Stage 2 doesn't seem too bad.
So is Maniacal. Out of fuel.
Out of all the games, I thought Orb 3D would be the most difficult.
Well, Monaco's got to start over. So that sucks.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like it's that bad once you understand the controls to hit these bubbles. Like, he's already gotten 3 out of 15. But I guess you don't have to aim very much at the start. You'll hit something if you keep trying.
Ah. All right, there's bowling.
Let's play that Orb 3D OST. This has been SimCity. Shot is finished. 48:19 is his official time. So we're 10 minutes into the future here.
That might be good enough for second place.
Brant's the one to watch. They just died. They're the one with the most time saved here. I think Maniacal Gamer's in 3rd right now at best.
Maniacal is getting very close to these orbs, but just not hitting them. It seems that aiming is very frustrating in this game. There it goes.
When you just begin the stage, like you can see with Varanth right here, you can knock out a lot of orbs very quickly, but when you need to be precise, that's when the frustration comes.
This blinking monster reminds me of Sans from Undertale. I hate him. I hate the creepy way it looks. It's just like when he's screwing with you specifically. It's like that. It's the creepy parts of Undertale.
Maniacal doesn't have a lot of fuel left. Alright, there you go. Get in there quick.
Get the gas. Got some gas.
Get in there!
Oh, I just shut the doors on him.
Okay, okay.
Oh man, he's not blocking the shot. Oh, he just let it go. Why did he do that for? Oh man. How'd that happen?
I don't know. I have no idea how this game works.
I guess you just wasn't expecting the transition.
Farantha's on bowling, though.
Yep.
Have they saved a bunch of time?
So if you do fail on bowling, you stay on bowling. So yeah, he's in a pretty good shape.
It's this freaking monster again.
I feel like people are accidentally pressing the go to Verns button. Because with that much fuel, you shouldn't be doing anything other than trying to complete your objective. Unless you just like really killing the monster.
It is a boss.
Yeah, but it doesn't get you anything. It's just wasting your time.
It gets you joy. Slaying monsters is its own reward. Going to Verns. To the hole.
Back to Verns. Back
To Verns.
Should probably stop hitting that button, huh?
To the hole. Well, I mean, they have a chance to get third here because they have saved some time. So, they might even get second, actually, if they could wrap it up. But because they keep going to Verns, they're throwing second away. They have valuable seconds here to do it. Like less than a minute, I think. They really need... Taking a death might be better than getting the fuel. Honestly.
And death.
That's okay. Back on bowling with full fuel.
They need to defeat bowling quickly.
Nope, close.
3. Just gotta hit the center one, I imagine. Maybe even the other two will work. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't... Oh, man. A single pin. What's worst about that is that the physics of it should have gotten the other one at least and not the top one. I think they kept going to Verns because they didn't understand how goofy this bowling works.
Man, I do not understand how the hit detection is working on this bowling. It is weirding me out. How does any of that work? Look at it.
From what I gather, the front pin is at the bottom. So if you hit the pins in the back, like the row of 4 at the very top, it's not going to cascade down. It only cascades up.
How about that?
That is an interesting hit.
We got one.
Wait, so the physics work as if you're throwing the ball
Up.
in front of it? That's... I don't even know what to say about that. That's so weird.
Ah, they're so close. I'd be aiming for that center one, based on what I'm seeing. That's huge, though. Oh, come on! That might be it. That was the one. That was the chance.
Come
right
on.
there. The opportunity.
Oh, out of fuel.
Maniacal's looking pretty good here.
Whoa! It's just a free clear all of a sudden. Farantha's done and probably very happy to see it. Oh my god. His time. Disgusting. 48-27.
So close to second place.
Very nice.
Going to Verns so much. Absolutely cost him the game. Just one of those trips to Verns cost him the game. Third place. Well, actually, it depends on what Maniacal's doing here. I don't think Maniacal passed, so they could still take second or third place. I mean, if they really did well here. Let me see. Did they pass?
I don't think he's completed a game yet,
No,
so I think he's done.
He did pass on SimCity. I'm not sure when he did that. It looks like they're 10 minutes back. So yeah, they only have 5 minutes left on this. So they're definitely in fourth place. Their time right now is 55.
Maniacal, I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Shide takes second after passing on 2 games. Varanth beat 2 games, but just a little too slow on this one.
Apparently this game is popular because of Proton Jump. No, Maniacal, you can do it. No!
Well. So this is what you guys have been listening to. Excellent.
It's something. Play this at Throne Controllers? I was at Throne Controllers last time in MagFest, and it was 1 number away from me being called up there to instantly lose the first question because I sure didn't know the answer to whatever it was. But I was looking forward to going up there and saying I was slow beef. I was ready. My joke was in hand.
After Slow Beef had gone up there?
Yeah. Hey, it's me, Slow Beef. That's my Slow Beef impression.
Pretty good. You nailed it.
Slow Beef was texting me during mine to tell me to call his number. He told me what number he was. I didn't sell out.
Like it.
I left it up to randomness.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Ah! This blinky jack off. I hate him. Stop blinking. Let the orbs into your eyes.
That hurts. You let the orbs into your eyes. How about that?
The pain will help you see.
I like that you can enter the gas station from either side, hard as it is to go in from the back.
Yeah, I didn't actually know you could do that.
It's just a fuel gate. And there's men and women bathroom signs on the left for some reason. Thanks, Vern. It's got everything you need here. What kind of food do they have at Vern's?
Oh, God.
This game apparently has a plot.
4 orbs remain.
What do you think of this music that sounds like an annoying pickup sound as the entire instrumentation?
It's pretty bad.
It was the 1980s. They're doing their best.
Like, I do the impression, but then it comes back on and it sounds exactly like it.
Imagine it on like a piano, it would sound alright, right? Just the same key over and over again.
Not really. I don't think it would. Alright, he's got 1 left. Come on, you got this.
Yeah, Maniacal.
Yeah!
Welcome to bowling.
How much time did he have
Alright,
left?
bowling.
He's running real low. He's got 1 minute and 30 seconds.
He can do it. I believe in
expect
him.
So. The person who had the most trouble here with level 2 was Varanth. RNG was mean to him, and also they went for gas too much. It seems like you have infinite lives, so on this second level that's so easy, lengthwise, since it you either win or lose, it seems like with hitting these pins. Might as well just take the death and restart. Yeah, this seems like a timed hit game and nothing else, especially this bowling. What is these seeds turning into clouds on Shide's screen?
I assume stage 4. I didn't get past stage 2.
Are they worms turning into cocoons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Worms. You know, the worms which turn into butterflies.
Good job, Maniacal.
Butterflies?
Did he do it in time?
I just call them fan beasts. Maniacal's time is 59:34, which is not quite there. That death on Air Fortress really hurt.
It hurt 3 of them. Quite a bit.
Congratulations to everyone.
Yep, 26 seconds away from a complete disaster of a time, but managed to salvage that at least. We're going to round 2 with I2 here. They need to choose their pack. Since we're all set up, it shouldn't take too long. I need them to choose between lobster and sea otter. Crazy Sunshine's a fan of sea otter.
Which one has Mendel Palace in it?
Neither. Maybe Clue Land's coming back. Hope people have been practicing. Lobster pack is chosen. While our players load that up. Bonanza Bros. Stage 5 cleared.
Bonanza Bros. Is that like Snow Brothers?
Maybe. I think I played it before. Reach the Bull and Bugs Bunnies. Rabbit Rampage. Hello Kitty's Cube Frenzy.
What?
Frenzy. 2 worlds.
Cube Frenzy.
The Bugs Bunny game is pretty nasty. I hate it. Good luck, racers. Bonanza Brothers is this bank robbing disaster of a game. I know it. I've played this junk before.
You made this pack point?
I didn't. I don't remember who sent it to me. Sorry, I lost that DM. I have played this before, though. I've played all 3 of these, I think. The Hello Kitty game, maybe not. Bonanza Brothers is... it's like a payday two-player thing where you rob a bank and there's a whole bunch of nonsense going on. And I've seen this game before for sure, and I want to say it's like an indie game I played that is stealthy like this, but man, it sucks. I hate it. Our bank robbery plan: get out in 3 minutes. That's it. That's all the details you get. Do you need any more information than that? Really? I think you're actually testing out the security system here. You're not really robbing it, based on that cutscene. Two players waiting to ready, and then we're good. We're 5 minutes out of schedule now. We gained 3 minutes.
Cube Frenzy.
We'll get the treasure.
I wonder what kind of game Hello Kitty is. Cube Frenzy could be anything.
I'm gonna guess it's a game about pushing cubes.
Big series. It's got cart games. It's got Windjammers.
It's got Windjam. Yeah, I was about to say literally Windjammers. When is the new Windjammers gonna come out?
I don't know. It seems like a Maddie ready question. He knows the answer, I'm sure.
Is that a Switch thing or also a PC thing?
I hope it's a Switch thing.
I think I heard it was also a PC thing, but I don't remember. But I do have a Switch now.
Lots of Switch news coming out lately.
Yeah, I've been happy with a lot of it.
No F-Zero, but I'll take Breath of the Wild too, I guess. Begrudgingly.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a given. Like, I was just listening to a Giant Bomb podcast, and they were saying how, yeah, there's an announcement like clockwork every 3 years for a new one. And, no surprise this time.
Well, they put out a new Star Fox not too long ago, 5 years ago, on the Wii U. Wasn't great. It was pretty hard to control because they went berserk with their gimmicks. They went crazy with their gimmicks, as they do with Star Fox. That's like Star Fox's thing, is to go all in and see if it works and don't care if it doesn't. And it worked.
Star Fox is one of those rare things where I don't really want to see any innovation. I just want to see better iterations of Star Fox 64.
Yeah, I do not want their stupid vehicles that are motion controlled. I don't need those. I don't want the Wii U gamepad to be motion controlled and turn the cockpit while I steer the plane at the same time on the TV. I don't need dual monitors to play this game, thanks. That's what they did.
If I'm gonna play in a tank, it better be for like one level. And it's a pretty good level, so you don't really care.
Oh yeah, the tank level is one of the best. Well, Panzer Dragoon is pretty similar to Star Fox, so, I don't feel like Star Fox is being ignored in that genre, at least. I haven't played Panzer Dragoon myself, but I've heard a lot about it. I've seen some of it. And it certainly looks like that to me. That kind of game. I'm waiting on Varent to say they're ready. We're good. 10 seconds starts now. Still 2 minutes ahead.
2 minutes ahead of what?
They're supposed to start at 1.
The schedule so that you don't end at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I still might,
Okay.
but 2 minutes ahead. We're off to a good start. Okay, well,
Did you say you have one match tomorrow as well?
Yeah, that's not too late though. This is the only midnight match I have scheduled right now. Tomorrow's is at 9. No big deal there. 4 hours ago, I'd be doing that. So my usual broadcast time. There's a lot of door opening and shooting for a fake robbery. You know, he's really messing up.
Yeah, we sure are killing a lot of people for a fake robbery.
He's just stunning them, I guess. But the security system it's kind of insane, actually. You have to go through this hallway of guards to get out of here. I mean, how do you even conduct business with this much security?
Shoot everyone and take everything.
There's a lot of physics on things like doors, like Hotline Miami style, where you can knock them over with them, and
I noticed that.
it's just tedious. Everything about this game irritates me. If this was gaming, I wouldn't have been a gaming person. If this is the game I had, I wouldn't be playing.
Okay, so you get all the shit, and then you get to the roof, and then you get out of there?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's in jail, even though it's a fake robbery. What's going on? This wasn't the agreement. Oh man, he's been locked up. That's too bad.
Oh, but you can also get hit by doors.
Yeah.
Man, that is a long-ass time for them to tell you that you are functionally dead.
Be careful not to time out at your restart. That's the only note we were given for this stage. It looks like Varanth is beating stage 1. We're looking for stage 5, by the way. A couple people are on stage 2. You kind of get the hang of what you're supposed to do. It's an arcadey little thing.
Someone in chat mentioned Mappy. Have you ever played Mappy Land for the NES?
Yeah, I have.
That's a game. I might need to make a challenge for that.
Millionaire's Mansion. Stage 2. This is where everyone is currently, except for Maniacal, having trouble on stage 1, trying to figure out how exactly this works. Why would I play Hotline Miami music when we got these great jams?
Who needs Son of Ra when you have this?
Shy's getting hoisted by this guard, man. You can't get around him. Rance found the Sega crates and the bomber. The security system is out of control, man. Paranoia beats
Death
stage
seems
2.
to come quickly.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to Mario Maker 2, and I heard they are eventually putting Friends Co-op in because they got yelled at quite a bit.
God, I hope so.
About that. It's not going to be on release, but eventually it will be in game. That's a big selling point.
That was why I pre-ordered it. I mean, I'll still play and enjoy it, but that was a primary selling point for me.
Yeah, they're doing that. Casino, two players on stage 3 of the casino. Gold Rush. The minimap here is nice. The players know what they need to do.
This is like Monaco almost, but for the NES.
Yep.
And a bit more basic.
This game wishes it could say it was a NES game. It's a Mega Drive game.
Oh, it's Mega Drive. Yeah, that's right. I did see Sega on the boxes over there. That should have tipped me off.
Honestly, I think it's got some pretty good looking art. I don't really care for the style, but it looks decent, and the Mega Drive is what's letting it get away with that.
I think Shide made a mistake and restarted the game, or you may have limited continue.
You do have limited continues.
Oh my. So.
Varanth is kicking ass here. And I think Paranoia is also in about the same place.
Paranoia is on stage 4.
Yeah, he's one level ahead right now.
Yeah, Varanth will be there soon. Yeah, they're in about the same place. And the other two players are back in stage 1 and 2.
Oh. Paranoia is getting knocked out repeatedly.
Oh man, the Danger Crusher.
It's a game over for Paranoia. Was that...
Paranoia
still
still
has-
has... Yeah, man, back to the beginning. It's only been 7 minutes. It probably feels like longer than that, but it's only been 7 minutes. They have plenty of time to beat this, even from the beginning. Right now, even starting over, they still could beat this twice. It's an 8-minute challenge, maybe. Less.
Looks like game over for Maniacal as well.
There's a dog. Can you pet the dog in Bonanza Brothers? I think this kind of game is frustrating. It's slow, and if you're having a tough time, it's really annoying. You just get stun blocked the whole time. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody passed on it, but it would be a mistake. You can definitely finish this. Shide's got to go to the other side to get those 2 treasures. And then use the rope to slide down to get to the exit in this stage. I am going to play Hotline Miami music just because we ran out of Bonanza Brothers, and not because I enjoy Hotline Miami as a great soundtrack or anything. So there. I actually went through these recently trying to find the alarm clock that I used for April Fool Pit.
Yeah, where does that play?
I don't remember. I thought it woke you up every morning. I've only played this game one time.
Everyone back on level 2 except for Varanth, who I believe is still on level 4.
They're on level 5. They're almost done. They have a lot to do. But they're almost defeated. I don't think they can take another death.
He's got one more credit, you can see.
Oh. That's good stuff. Well, they have this 2 treasures to go, and it doesn't look like a hard stage. Just a skyscraper. A lot of hallway fights. A lot of diving in and out, dodging bullets. Test my security system by playing tag with my guards. Use rubber bullets. We'll pretend to be dead for 5 seconds. Just the exit for Varanth. Can they make it? There's a dog in the way. They're real close. Oh man, shuffling around. Stabbed. I think he's got to do the stage over again. Jeez. Hooked with a baton. Back in jail.
The game is actually quite generous with continue. You continue where you die.
Varanth is done with that game in 1240. Jewelry store next. We're not doing that one. Time for the real shit.
So what can you tell me about this game?
It's a mascot platformer with a Looney Tunes character, therefore unplayable. And I haven't personally beaten level 2. I haven't gotten very far at all. This says that the bull is in stage 400, so I imagine there's some kind of joke with skipping ahead quite a bit. Since it is a Looney Tunes game, you expect annoying hijinks. It turns out that most of the funny Looney Tunes jokes, when they're done to you, are pretty frustrating. You can drop a bomb or throw a pie, but the distance by which you throw those things is in its melee range, really, is what it is. Honestly, you just kind of slam a pie forward or drop a bomb at your feet. This is, pretty sure this is a SNES version. One thing you can expect usually is at least things look pretty good animation-wise. The UI makes sense and all that. But you never hear anyone say that Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage is their favorite SNES game, or the Roadrunner mess. Nobody ever goes after those. I'm trying to think of the best Looney Tunes games, and it's probably... I feel like the Genesis might have a few.
It's
So-
probably the
shiny
Tiny
bugs.
Toon Adventure, the on AIR.
Yeah, that game's alright. The NES games, Tiny Toon Adventures, are pretty good. Oh, I know somebody will defend this game, but even that person won't say it's their favorite. They'll just say it's alright. Chad's taking a pass on Bonanza Bros.
I have a feeling he won't be the first.
There's still time for Maniacal to finish. I'm losing their feed. They're not paused. They're just disconnected. You get erased when you die. Hopefully Maniacal's doing alright. They're about to finish stage 3, so they might finish too. Paranoia, I expect, will finish. They have 4 minutes left and 1 stage to go, and it looked like the last stage wasn't too bad. It's just a bunch of fighting mastery. Have you mastered the mechanics of combat in Bonanza Brothers? Brant's making a mistake here trying to fight in Bugs Bunny's game. It sucks. It doesn't do much to attack these enemies, so you just kind of ignore them and run past them. That's what I did. I feel like that's the strategy here.
As you mentioned, the game looks good. Looks like it controls like complete crap.
Yeah, it does. That's one thing that's common too, is when a game looks nice, very rarely does it feel good. This is something Cuphead managed to pull off pretty well. As cheap as some of the stuff is in Cuphead, because animations were more important than wind-up and warning lights, even that was done pretty well in Cuphead, so that's certainly the game to look to break the standard that these kind of games set, where if it looks nice, it's always bad. You can go back to Dragon's Lair or Space Ace, to where it's looking as good as freaking possible. It's actually a cutscene game, and it's just a QTE mess. Like, it's not fun at all. It's pure memory, and the warnings don't exist really. They could have made those good, but they never seem to. I'm used to these kind of platformers with nice animation just being awful every time. It's because they focus on art. But also because game design is hard, but the art focus really screws up things. Is Elmer a boss? I'm not sure. He just throws a bone on the floor. And a sign. Here's a joke sign. I'm not convinced.
Paranoia is pretty close to finishing his stage, by the way.
Yep. He is done. 1839. Saved a little bit of time on Bonanza Bros. I don't know where Maniacal's at, but they were on stage 4 at some point.
Probably getting updated in 2 or 3 minutes.
We can get an ad first. Well, Brant's in stage 2-1. This looks like a hot mess. Oh, that's a pit.
It's just death.
I wonder if this game has continues. The feeling we'll find out.
Why are there gun holsters on the wall? What is going on? You want to talk about art getting in the way of gameplay? Stage 2, Old West here. You can't even figure out where you're supposed to go. I think you jump on the TNT to get a boost. The foreground is constantly in the way, and sometimes it becomes a platform.
Yeah, I believe you're correct on that.
Pretty obnoxious. Okay. Games like this always have hitbox problems too, where it's really wide. It's not very well restricted at all. There's a lot more thought that goes into it than some people realize with even like the old Mario games. It's Mario 1. And how the camera works and stuff.
Jump into death.
This music actually gives me a headache. I hate it so much.
There's always Hotline Miami.
It's really hard to listen to. Let's play this Elmer's crew. And it's been 8 minutes of this. Let's go to the, This is the Old West song here.
Looks like Maniacal have moved on, but I don't see if he finished.
No, he did not. Unfortunately, probably game over. Because he was so close, I think he would have gone to the end otherwise.
Varanth just keeps falling into holes. Like, that one was exactly sized so they'd fall into it.
Varanth is not playing this game. They don't like it. They're moving on. Understood. They do have a limit of credits on this.
There's no reason to give up so early.
Lost their
but
patience
Cube
with this
Frenzy.
mess. They saved so much time on Bonanza Bros, they might be just counting on that no one will finish Bugs Bunny. Because they, if that's true, then they're in the lead still by 7 minutes. At least. Because only 2 people finished Bonanza Brothers. And one person took so long that they barely saved any time.
Cube Frenzy.
This is a Game Boy Color game, and the music is just better than that SNES game, which is pathetic, right? Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers, they have the funds and they have the tracks existing already to take care of the soundtrack, and they just did not.
What is going on here in Cube Frenzy?
Cube Frenzy.
In Cube Town. What's going on in Cube Town?
Kind of Tetrisy.
Level clear.
Wait,
Yay!
wait, what? But you didn't do anything.
I think they have to get the
Hang on.
banana and the...
Hang on. I need a replay there. Can we review the tapes and see what their board state was when they won?
I think the cubes disappear when you make sets, and also you need to grab the fruit is the actual goal. I don't think the board matters. Oh, Hello Kitty got crushed.
Oh, you killed Hello Kitty.
She's tougher than she looks.
Yeah, that's true.
What are these shapes?
Varanth seems utterly confused by this, about as much as I am.
Yeah, you can rotate them, but it doesn't look like this board's a winning board to me. I don't think that this is going to come out very well.
Oh, she can climb.
You can definitely delete them by just matching 3. So I think that's all you have to do, and that
The
makes
gravity is inconsistent, though.
I think it's changing it. I think it has control over the gravity and turning it. So what you have here then is just a match 3 game, but the goal is not to match 3. It's to get the pickups. And since that's the case, it just needs to get over there. This looks alright. I think I've got it figured out. Three stages of world, we're looking to clear 6. And that was a very good move. That was phenomenal. Hello Kitty's on a roll now. This
Okay, do you move Hello Kitty or does she move on her own?
I think she moves on your control. I think you have the power to move her back and forth. I was wondering about that though.
I think she moved by herself.
Yeah, I can't imagine Varanth actually walking all the way over there, so maybe you're right. She just constantly moves back and forth until she wins. That'll complicate things a bit, but not too much. It looks like she jumps over single tiles. They are not doing their third match tonight. This is the last game tonight. I think it could have been solved there if a line was made, right? Oh well. Because she'll also jump over a single tile, you could design a board where she just has stairs. And I think you could have made that there. Instead, not going to finish just yet. Really needs 1x to finish this. Looks good. Is that good enough for Hello Kitty? Could she crawl? Hey, that's the stage. Alright. I like how we're ignoring Bugs Bunny even though it's the current game for 3 players. Everyone's focused on Hello Kitty.
Bugs Bunny is just kind of a mess.
It sucks real bad.
And they seem to be stuck at the Old West level where Varanth just went nope.
Yeah. There's a lot of barrel riding and badness here. Nice pose by Maniacal Gamer on the left there.
It's like Paranoia had found the boss.
Yeah, that certainly is that guy from that one episode of Looney Tunes made back in 1940 that they cashed in on for 70 years now. Let's just keep on bringing this guy back. I think those bullets are from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, though. Which is interesting. How do you attack this boss? What's going on? Two people are trying to figure it out.
Jumping on him doesn't work. Dropping dynamite at his feet doesn't.
Jumping on him does work, actually. It looks like
Does it?
it crushes his hat just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a very
okay.
tiny amount of crush on that hat.
If you need the right pixel to hit.
It hurts about as much as a rabbit jumping on your head would hurt. A 10-pound rabbit with no speed. Like being climbed on by a kitten. It's just whatever. So the objective here is to deal with way too much nonsense on the screen and jump on his head like 80 times. Well, the Hello Kitty soundtrack kicks ass.
Is this Hello Kitty?
Yeah. This is
Good.
Game Boy Color music, too. Actually, this might be the Game Boy Advance version of it. That would make more sense. Level 400. Paranoia's done it. See, it really wasn't that far off. It's because it's so misleading about what stage you're on. Why does it just jump from 2-1 to 400? Who knows? Because for Anthbeld, they lost a huge lead. They would have finished, I think. That was the bull. All we needed to do was spot him, and he is found. Bugs Bunny defeated by Paranoia, who's probably in the lead now, having not lost that much time.
Paranoia will begin the cube frenzy.
What is this 747 turbine engine rabbit kick fact that you're dropping in my chat?
Real facts.
The pistol shrimp fires water at the heat of the sun. Yeah, I don't know where Maniacal's at. I get updates intermittently from him. His internet's doing real bad.
The stream froze?
Yeah. I know he's in Cowboy Land, so he's not done with Bugs Bunny, but he's not too far off. Apparently, that's just level 3 we're looking to reach. Even though it says 400, because Looney Tunes tries to be funny and sometimes doesn't hit the mark, especially in their games. And their games are mostly just references to funnier things that they did another generation ago. Chad's back on the boss fight. I don't know if they know what to do yet. I figure they would have jumped on his hat by now, but again, the hitboxes on something like this are so weird that you might not even deduce that much because of how crappy it is to find out that you can jump on his hat at all.
It seems to be really exact.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what to do. And he's been fighting the boss for a while, so, you know, that tells you how awful this is. There are multiple characters on Varanth's screen now. I'm not sure what their deal is.
They don't seem to be hostile.
Hello Kitty's friends are just here.
They're just here to hang out.
The whole Sunrail world.
Have a good time.
This looks...
This is World 2, I believe, by the way.
Yeah, it definitely is. And this looks really complex to get to that floating banana. This is a whole different ballgame than before.
You have to actually make a staircase, huh?
Somebody has to do it. Maybe the other guys can go. Looks like the ghost was trying.
At the start of this level, you were actually at the top. So he kind of ducked himself into a hole.
Shide's passed on game 2. Maniacal's the only one still playing it. Wherever they are in it. They're teleporting around a little bit. Showing you that they are still here. Man, that freeze frame with the music note coming out of Bugs Bunny's ass. Nice picture. It's the kind of game that if you just saw a picture like that one there on the bottom left in a magazine, you'd be like, huh, that looks like it might be fun. They'll fool you. They'll get you. They'll get your $50. Music note was in the last update. We missed it. It was only on there for a little bit. Check the tapes, you'll see it. I gave them the option to pick any world they want for World 2. They're all 3 levels long. So we might see a different stage than the floating banana stage for the other players. He's trying to build stairs. I think that might do it. That might be the victory here. Oh no, Hello Kitty's gone the wrong way. There you go.
Paranoid opted for the Chinese level instead of the, I guess, Japanese.
Oh no, the stairs are deleting themselves. Oh, this is terrible. We're so close. Need to build higher stairs. Oh no, can't do anything now. She'll leave. Maximum frustration, this banana. Mononicles passed on to. Only one person cleared Bugs Bunny. Ultimately. Mononicle was there. And has time left. I'm surprised that they're passing. As annoying as it is. You gotta expect games like that to show up. And when you're in the back of the pack, I think it's especially important that you commit to it. Maybe you can beat it. Varanth just needs one good set of stairs to do this. Just 2 blocks in that diagonal pattern that they keep giving. Just one. I just needs a single. Nothing else really will work. That green, does 2 delete or is it 3 required?
It's 3 in any formation. Doesn't have to be a line. That green would have worked.
This will work. This blue X. Stage is finally done. That banana was hell, man. You had to work real hard for that. Oh, he's not done. There's a cube. Can't jump up. Gotta get rid of that. Oh man, you gotta do it without causing any mayhem on the board too, because you'll mess up your great staircase. Still mess up. What a burden. Oh, it looks good now. Hey, there's that banana. I think Maniacal is fighting the boss longer than we thought. But he still definitely cut it early because we are not at 40 minutes yet.
I believe this is it for Varanth.
Yeah, but they did pass on Bugs Bunny, so they're actually just starting Hello Kitty in 2 minutes here. Let me see. They did do well on Bonanza Brothers. Yeah, they started this game technically at 32:38, so they're only 6 minutes in technically on this. Shide will beat this level as soon as they clear one more green. It seems like the gravity pulls it down to the block it killed, so you can't get rid of blocks when there's blocks above what you're putting in if you want to. There you go. Hey, Hello Kitty's got that one. I think Varanth is, it says Town 3. Did they do a second area?
He did. This should be his last stage, and Paranoia is also on his last stage as well.
Yeah, that's right. Floral Resort was first. Taking this one from the top. How come Bugs Bunny didn't have Western music like this. This is so much better. Shia, I think, has stage 1 beaten on Kimono Town. They're gonna be dealing with that floating banana soon. Let's see how they handle it. These guys, Hello Kitty's friends, alleged friends, are getting in the way real bad on Varant's screen. You can climb over top of them, but they just won't quit it. It's gonna be really hard to get through the bottom here. Oh, I see you actually game over if you hit the top of the screen. Actually take a loss there. That's not allowed.
Yeah, I see you have lives in the top right as well.
Getting through the bottom on Varants is going to be one of the hardest things to do in this that I've seen yet. Once they're through the bottom, they should be in the clear, though. That's this challenge. That's all it is.
I'm not sure if Paranoia's noticed, but he's retried the stage multiple times now, and each time he does it, he loses. With only 2 left, he may game over. I'm not sure what happened if that happened.
Varant is saying they're done. Oh, their time is up on this. 52:38. I didn't realize how long they were on this. That's not an unbeatable time, but it's a start. We now have 10 minutes left. Wait, you can fall off? Shad just fell off. Holy crap. It seems like if you do this stage Shides on correctly, you can save a whole bundle of time.
Paranoia is out of lives now. I think if he tries to restart again, we'll see what happens when you actually, if you actually get to continue or not.
Final stage 2. It looks like a pain in the ass. Getting these staircases built and being careful not to destroy your tiles while you do it. Yeah, I don't know what Maniacal's doing. Their stream is working now. They just aren't capturing the game anymore. There it goes. A refresh got us caught up to real time. I feel like Shy's doing the right thing by making sure they get that banana before falling, no matter what needs to happen. And that's not the only thing, the other one too, but they're not going to get both here. Not like this. They're still going to get that floating whatever that is. Plum? Diamond? Ruby?
How much time left before Paranoia times out here?
Let's see. They have a pretty considerable amount of time, actually. Looks like 10 minutes. Yeah, I think they have until about 50 minutes. So we're looking at 6 minutes left to get that last bit. They're close. They just need to build the staircase in the right way. They gotta be careful, because if they go off the screen, they'll die. And that might be the end of them. This looks good. I think that might be the solution.
I think he's done it.
Hey, Hello Kitty was defeated too. Every game was defeated, and I think Paranoia did all three again. This time, got the full clear. Lobster Pack defeated by Paranoia. 45-15. That was a real time run and no passes, so yeah. That's the time. That's first place. Again, first place for Paranoia. Same thing happened on this map. We ended up with a piece floating in the sky that has to be done for Shide this time. Has to figure out how to make stairs all the way up into the sky. And they would have been tremendously fast on this if they could have just gotten it with the banana, but they could not figure it out. It seemed complicated to do. You had to build a bridge in the center somehow without making a hole. She'll jump right in.
Game seems surprisingly complex for what is probably marketed toward like 5-year-old.
Hello Kitty's a popular brand. It does seem pretty tough. The difficulty here is... it exists. There's difficulty, for sure. If it were me, I'd be clearing out all this nonsense just to make it easier to figure out what the heck's going on. All these squares in the middle, I think I would just get rid of all of them. I would work on that first, and then I'd be able to drop straight down and wouldn't have to mess around with all this nonsense. Constantly shifting around all these tiles. That eats up time. Well, we've got the thing cleared out. Now she just needs to get up there. Currently, she has no path at all. Oh, Shad took a death. That might be fast, though. Who knows? So there's this pit right at the start that you have to deal with, and the first thing you can do is block her so she can't go into that, but then you get to the other ones, and quickly... she's got the banana. Nope. Down she goes. I think they really want to do that. It looks like they're taking a death on purpose just for that. They want to finish this instantly. That's the piece they needed right there. So now they have a very simple way to control this board, and it's all wrapped up, actually. They did save time doing this, even with a second death. This is faster. Now all they gotta do is make one tile jumps to get the other two fruit. I guess they're not all fruit. One's an umbrella, so okay. I don't know what those other items are, in fact.
I don't believe the umbrella is necessary.
Oh, really?
It's a buff that makes the little cubes come down slower.
Well, this thing's all wrapped up. Shad will be working on their final stage now. And they have... I think they have 10 minutes. They just have that much time. Maniacal's almost onto their second pack. They're 2 levels behind now. Shad's working on their final stage.
Shide does this really quick. He could take second place.
It's this stage. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left on Shide's time. This stage is tremendously tough. Varanth did not beat this. They ran out of time on this. You see it down there, in fact. I'm not sure what the solution here would be. I think clearing everything out would be step one. Like just getting rid of everything. But then those minions get really in the way.
Yeah, it appears you have to clear the center first and then rebuild the center.
Yeah, the color bricks count as one, so the green there counts as if it's a permanent, non-disappearing green, and you can use it to delete the other green. So you have that advantage, sort of. I don't know how you'd use that, but you do have it. That's enough for Hello Kitty to get through. So she's on her way. Now, how do you get upwards now? You gotta build some steps. I think if Shide just slid that to the left, they'd be alright, but this will work too if they can get that block in the time. Yep, I think they misplaced it. I don't think that was on purpose.
No, that was a mistake.
Oh, that bear blocked that. Oh, that sucks. I think Shad might be passing on this, and that's wild. They need time somewhere. They gotta gain time. We're gonna have a tie, because Shad does not want to finish the stage. They were so close, though. They really were. Like, if they just moved that one block that they dropped one tile left, I think they would have gotten the first three, and then they would have just had that last one to go. Oh well. It's just Maniacal now, and if Maniacal can finish this at all, then they'll take third place. We're going to the wire here. Shide has 60 minutes. Didn't clear any of them. Opposite of Paranoia here. Maniacal really needs to get moving. They have 7 minutes to pick a set of stages and clear this. They're still on the Flower Resort. They're having a hell of a time with all the packs today. They just are not getting any of them. They had the Sim City with no power supply. They got this Hello Kitty journey where they blocked off the banana.
It's just not their day.
They had the Air Fortress with no energy.
But did surprisingly well.
Not well enough. Maniacal's passing. We have a tie. I give 1 point each for that. Maniacal
So
Shide tie.
how's Group I looking after this?
Let me take a look here. Varanth did get second place. They did not have to finish that game. No one else did. That was just Paranoia's game. Hello Kitty stumped them all. Well, soundly Paranoid there. It's Paranoid. 6 points. They're going forward no matter what. Varanth has 3. Shide has 2. Well, technically, Shide has 3 and Maniacal has 1.
So really, it's still anyone's game. I mean, Paranoia is going through, but any of the remaining 3 actually could take second place.
Yeah, Maniacal could end up with the tiebreaker if they do better in the next one.
So a rough night for Maniacal, but they're still not out of it.
Wish I could remember whose pack this was. I do not remember. I don't think anything was wrong with it. I would have probably given more directions on Bugs Bunny, but the players just had a bad time with the games. That happens. I think a different set of players who are more prone to these kind of goofy things could handle this. Paranoid is just fine, honestly. Well, hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. Thanks for coming by, Rhybon. Voice the dog. I think he headed up.
I think he did. Anyway, yeah, have a good night, man.
See you later. I'm going to host over to Dark Twin. She's doing Spelunky pacifist runs, meaning he will not kill an enemy himself. If an enemy dies on its own and the game says it's not his fault, then he's good. If the game gives him points, then he's failed. That's what he's doing. It's fun. See you later, everybody.